to God. The white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass. Need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed it, up for parole. Because of the COVID, it feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Know it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settle. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. Give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, Jeremiah, we'll pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask shit. Oh, I'm gonna step up silent for show. For the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no loss, I ain't no token when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slate. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pants through the fire. Ain't she the prophets? That baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Therefore will failure, bitch, I can't afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ask you the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga.
Alright, y'all clap it up, you know. Okay. Damn right. Hey, Shalom Israel is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. You understand? This is Priest and Officer of 1,000 Havanan. This is the Isupk Houston Wednesday Law class. I'm gonna slide this up, this glorious menorah over just a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? Like I was saying, this is the Isupk Houston Wednesday Law class, man. All right, so we ain't gonna be here long tonight. You understand? But one thing I want to do, I want to drive home a point. Let me make sure we get the sound right, because it's looking like I'm a little low. Hold on, no, don't mess with the computer. Just give me 1 second. Let me see something. Let me check online real quick. And Havanan, this is the Isupk Houston Wednesday Law class. I'm just looking at the thing from here. It's looking like it's a little low. I just want to make sure I'm Tawab. If I'm coming in a little low, if y'all can hear me good, just type in ones on Facebook. If you can, go ahead and type in ones if I'm coming in clear. So let me know if I'm clear. So if y'all can hear me clear, go ahead and type in ones and I'll go ahead and start it. Baba Kashar. Let me check YouTube real quick. That's on Facebook and YouTube. Let me check YouTube real quick. We're gonna go ahead and get it started as soon as I see some ones. All right, so the water for that. The water for that on YouTube. Okay, I got some ones. All right, I'm getting some ones on Facebook. Most High in Christ. All right, so what I wanna get into today. What I want to get into today is, I want to, as the Passover, approaches. The Passover is next week. You understand? Just in case y'all didn't realize how fast it crept up on us. Get the Most High hand for the Passover. You understand? It's going to be a very, very glorious event. The Passover is here next week. You know what I'm saying? It all goes down. We're going to have a glorious event. We want all the brothers and sisters that's traveling from all over the world. You understand what I'm saying? Lord allows and permits to enjoy themselves. All right, but as this Passover is nearing, demons get stronger. Well, okay, these are the same demons we always fight, right? But what happens is you get caught off guard. That's the difference between, you understand, Most High in Christ. I'm glad you thought about that. That's the difference between, how the demon is able to, okay, how can I put this? The demons seem to be stronger near Passover because you get caught off guard. You're so focused on what you're going to do for Passover, how you're going to enjoy yourself. Sisters, you're focusing on what dress you're going to buy, what color it's going to be, how you're going to do your hair, how you gonna look, how you gonna get the kids ready, how you gonna be able to serve the brothers and sisters, serve the nation. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna be so focused on the Passover itself, you're gonna leave yourself open and vulnerable for demons to attack you. And that's when demons attack the most. They attack the most when you're vulnerable. That's how they succeed. Demons attack when you're most vulnerable because that's how they're able to succeed, So that's what I want to talk about. I think it's essential to talk about because I'm pretty sure, it may be, some brothers and sisters watching this class right now that had to deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? Or is dealing with it right now. I know myself, listen, Satan gonna try to throw everything your way. You understand? We know the white man is the devil. He gonna try to throw everything your way. But you have to be strong, and you have to be able to overcome these demons, and we're gonna get into it. All right. Let me see. So, the first scripture I want to get is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. One thing you got to understand when being able to overcome these demons, to fight these demons, you got to first understand that you come from a place. Like most of us haven't had the luxury of being born into this truth. Most of us, got in the truth as we became adults. You understand what I'm saying? So you didn't have the luxury of growing up and somebody telling you, hey, this is the right path to go. This is the right way to do things. You didn't have that luxury. You understand what I'm saying? So everything that you learned growing up as a kid was based on the pressure in his society and how he wants you to learn. You grew up learning. Maybe you was in the church. You grew up with Christianity. So your way of thinking and your way of processing things and your way of living was totally against God from the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? It was totally against that. So when you come into the truth, you still have to battle that every single day. Because you got to understand, like myself, I'm 33 years old. I grew up in the Christian church. So being in the Christian church for all these years, for decades, you know what I'm saying, for all this time period, learning one way and then coming into the truth for 4.5 years, you understand, learning the real way, it's only been 4.5 years. So I'm still, I'm in a constant tug of war with the world. I'm in a constant tug of war, not only growing up in the church, but learning the ways of the streets. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're in a constant tug of war, a battle with your former self. So you have to understand that, and you have to be able to, identify that, and then you'll be able to, overcome these demons. All right, read what you got up. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. While he getting that scripture, you understand one of the ways that demons attack you is through the things that you enjoy, right? So let's say it's something that you like to do or you enjoy doing. You got the scripture? All right, no sweat, just hold it. Let's say it's something that you enjoy doing. Well, guess what? A demon can attack you by finding a way to, disrupt that, coming in between that. You know what I'm saying? You like to, you enjoy, for some brothers, they like to go to the gym. You understand? Well, guess what? A demon could come along and stray his path. He on the way to the gym. Now he done got sidetracked with all other, all types of stuff, car wreck or anything, you know what I'm saying, traffic. Anything can trigger you. Anything. You think the smallest thing, right? The smallest thing, you may not think nothing of it. You may think, oh, it's just life. It's nothing big. It's just, but the smallest thing can trigger you to start acting like the old person. It can bring that old person out of you. You know what I'm saying? You have to refrain from that. Everywhere you go, from the point that you come into the truth, everything you do, everywhere you go, you have a certain standard to uphold. You represent not only this truth, the school, you understand, you represent the men above you, you represent, a greater cause bigger than yourself. So you have a certain standard to uphold, and you have to uphold that with all the integrity that you have. You understand what I'm saying? Read what you got.
Khan on Khan. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
That ye put off concerning the former conversation of the old man, which is corrupt, according to the deceitful lust.
You see that? It says first and foremost, you need to put off concerning the former conversation, the old man. You have to remember to leave him dead. Leave that old man dead. Don't reminisce on, there's nothing wrong with remembering where you come from. There's nothing wrong with remembering, okay, I come from the streets. I come from the struggle. I did this. I remember when I did that. There's nothing wrong with remembering where you came from to understand where you're going and look back and reflect and say, dang, I came a long way. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you reminiscing to the point where you thinking about all the weeds you used to smoke and you visualizing you inhaling it and how it made you feel, guess what is going eventually what's going to happen to you? Something that small, just an epiphany, just a thought, just a reminisce of something. It'll make you want to go back and smoke it. Just that, like, if you're not strong enough, you can't even do that. You can't dwell on it. And you also can't be around people that do it. You also can't hang out with, you know what I'm saying? If you only been in the truth, if you only been in the truth 2 months, and you was a stone cold 420 weed smoking animal, you understand what I'm saying? You think in 2 months you just, I'm delivered. You just delivered. Like, that's a Christian. In 2 months you just delivered, so you can go hang out with your homeboys smoking that good, whatever you want to call it nowadays, gas or whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying? You around your homeboys smoking that good gas, and you just say, I've been the truth to you, man. That don't affect me. You smoke, you good. You can light it up. You get the smell. Dang, whew. That's some. Hey, what? Whew, hey, boy, that's some. I remember that. That's some different stuff right there. And then it go from that to, you know what I'm saying? He's smoking it. The more and more he's smoking, he's fogging up the house or fogging up the car. You end up just, dang, man, you know what I'm saying? Woo, hey man, that's that good stuff right there. And then next thing you know, he easing it over there towards you, trying to, cause in the world, your partners in the world, they quick to pass you. I remember when I first quit. See, I quit before I came into the truth. But I remember when I first quit, it took about a few months for all my partners and whoever was smoking around me to stop passing it to me. Like, they be the first ones to want to pass it to you. Like, they know you don't smoke. They be like, oh, man, I forgot you don't smoke. You sure you don't want to hit it? You good? Like, it's like they're going to pressure you because guess what? They're used to the old man. They're used to that guy that they used to pass the weed to. You remember, y'all used to smoke every day. That was y'all life. That's all you did. All you did was sit back and smoke weed. And it's crazy when you look back at it now, being in the truth. Like, how dumb is that? Like, you gotta be a special kind of retarded to just sit here, don't do nothing else with your life. You wake up, your life really, and you in your mind, you really think you had a productive day. You wake up, listen, you go to bed, you got the weed put up in the thing. You like, oh yeah, I'm gonna say that for the morning. I'm gonna be good, you know what I'm saying? I'm put that in a safe space. Boom. You go to sleep. You understand? You wake up in the morning, you good. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day today. I remember I got that. Ooh, I got some left. Boom, boom, boom. You gonna roll it up. You know what I'm saying? You gonna roll it up. You might not even eat. Matter of fact, you can't even eat breakfast until you smoke. You gotta smoke first. You don't even brush your funky teeth. I said funky teeth, funky breath, whatever the hell. But you don't even brush your teeth. You don't wake up. You don't take a shower. The first thing you do is grab that blunt and then grab that phone. You smoke, boom, you get your little wake and bake. Now, you done build up some munchies. Now you know what I'm saying? Your stomach growling. Now you're hungry. And now you go in the kitchen. You can eat now. I done smoked my little weed. I can eat. You become so dependent on it. You eat. You know what I'm saying? You feeling good. You feel like you're in a good mood. You good. Boom. After you eat, now the eating done brought your high down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So what you do? You smoke a cigarette or something to boost it up a little bit. Smoke a cigarette, or if you don't smoke cigarettes, you smoke another, you know what I'm saying? You roll up another joint or blunt or whatever the hell it is. You understand? And boost your high up. Now, you feeling like, okay, now I can go to the store, or I can get on the game. Now it's like you're using the drugs to be able to do everyday essential things. You can't eat without the weed. You can't go to the store without the weed. You can't even enjoy a TV show without the weed, without the drugs. I'm going to say drugs. You understand what I'm saying? And that's when you become chemically dependent. That's the old man. Well, guess what? As a new, and I know I'm dwelling on the drugs a lot because obviously, you know, the whole earth has been in an uproar because DMX, you know what I'm saying, passed away because of an overdose. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody's so in an uproar and sad, but what they're not going to do is put down the blunt. What they're not going to do is put down the crack pipe. They're not going to put down the pills. But everybody's so sad. Everybody's so hurt. Man, I can't believe DMX, man, he was doing good. He gained all that weight. He was just on Drink Champs. You know what I'm saying? He just did a verses with Snoop. He was doing good. Now all of a sudden, you know, he done had an overdose. He been clean for the past year. How could he let this happen? I can tell you how he let it happen. And not more so how we let it happen. We have to hold each other accountable for that because DMX is no different from the crackhead Larry walking down the street. He's no different. How did we created that monster? Now, don't get me wrong, the devil, which is the white man, you understand, the oppressor that the Bible speak of, gave us the drugs. Don't get it twisted. They are the source, the root of the diabolical, you know what I'm saying, atrocious acts that happen to black people. We understand that. But we created Crackhead Larry by continuing to further this agenda of the oppressor. Just because they gave it to us, that don't mean we have to, you know, we learned, we went through it in the, you know, the 80s. We understand how the crack epidemic, you know, hit us in the 80s. We understand it caught us off guard, okay, but it's 2021 now. You mean to tell me by now you don't know how the drugs got in the community? By now you don't understand how it's destroying your people? So why continue to condone in it? Why continue to sell it? Why continue to take part in, you know, creating the monster which is Crackhead Larry? You have something, Shapar?
Our people they so lost with the drugs. They sitting here, they see DMX is gone because of the drugs, and they gonna celebrate his life and his death with drugs.
Right. Damn. That's it. Give him a hand. Damn. That's good night, brother. What that brother said was absolutely heavy. They at the funeral, they gonna listen. Before the funeral, they gonna get high. And you know what? And again, this brings me back to my point of the evil and wicked diabolicalness of the oppressor that the Bible speak of, is because it's a revolving cycle. You take the drugs to is giving you a false sense of healing the pain. So you take the drugs, but then when the drugs wear off, you back to the pain, and then you got to take more drugs. So it's like you said, like they're gonna celebrate DMX with drugs because the drugs is the only thing that you can depend on to make you happy. When you sad, you got to run to the drugs. But what you should be doing is running to the Isupk and the Commander Junior Hunter. That's what you should be doing. You understand? You should be putting off that old man, the former lust. You understand? That former conversation of the old man. That's what you should be doing. Keep reading. What was that?
23.
According to the deceitful lust. Yeah, read verse 23.
Verse 23. So like it. This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 23. And and be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. What is that? Being baptized. That's what real baptism is. Being renewed in the spirit of your mind. Being brainwashed. That's the real baptism. Wash your brain of that wickedness that you used to do. Wash your brain of that evilness that you used to partake in. That's the first step in being able to combat a demon. If you constantly revisiting that old man that you used to be, you make it easy for the demon. You like, come on in. You just opening the door. You opening the door to the people that's ultimately about to take your life. They about to do a home invasion, and you just, you see like 5 guys with, with pistols and AKs with masks on, and you just say, hey, come on in and rob me. Come on in and take my life, whatever you're going to do. That's what you're doing essentially with these demons. Because you keep revisiting the old person. You keep remembering how, Devontae was. You keep remembering how Alicia was. When what you really need to understand is, I'm not that person no more. That person is dead and gone. Even though at your slave they call you that name. Even though the people you love, your family, that you grew up with call you that name, you have to understand to set aside the difference. Okay, yeah, they may call me this and they may know me this, and like me personally, I hate hearing it. I hate hearing that name, but at the same time, I've grown in the truth and been able to make a difference. It doesn't bother me to hear it no more because I know I'm not that person no more. So you can call me that. That's cool. That's just a name. But I know who I am. And that's what we need to realize. Who are we? And be that person everywhere we go, everything we do. It's not a switch you could turn on and turn off. Being the man that shed himself, that died, or being that woman that died, the old you, it's not a switch you could turn on and off. So, around the school, you can be Habana, but you can't go around your partners and be Davo. You still have to be Habana. Even though they call you Davo, you still have to be Habana. Y'all understand the point? Right. Now, that don't mean you can't still, talk to them and relate to them how they know you to be. You still you. That's one thing I love about the ISUPK. Commander Junior Hunter he gave us such an awesome blueprint to follow that he really make following these laws and being in this truth easy. Because he's not telling you to be who you not. This is who you are. Like, just because I'm Habana doesn't mean I'm not who I was before I got this name. The difference is I just don't sin like I used to before I got this name. I don't sin no more. I put away that former conversation. That old part of me that was sin and wicked died. But I'm still who I am. I'm still who everybody know me to be. I'm just wiser. I'm righteous. You understand what I'm saying? And I have a moral compass to follow. That's the difference. I'm not a hypocrite, and I'm not I'm not somebody different. I'm not, we're not proclaiming to be that. We're the same people. The only difference is we actually following the Bible. We're just doing what we're told. We actually following the route. We're being good children. That's the difference. Y'all, I'm gonna ask y'all something. Have y'all ever seen a little kid, right? Or watch a kid grow up, and this little kid was bad as hell. I'm talking about the baddest kid in the neighborhood. Just always terrorizing stuff. You always hear all the baddest kid in school. I'm talking about just rebellious and wouldn't listen to the teachers. And then all of a sudden, as they grow up, you start seeing a different kid. You start to see them mature. You start to see them getting in sports program. You start to see them, actually, doing their work, not talking back, being a good child, maturing. Have y'all ever seen that? Like y'all know, or heard of that? Well, that's exactly like when you come into the truth. Before in the world, you was just a disobedient child, a child that got into all type of mischief and lust and deceit and all type of wickedness. But then you find the truth, and you find an actual, a righteous way to follow, and you start following that, and then all of a sudden you start maturing, and you brainwash yourself, and get that that wickedness off you. Now you start living a certain way, and everybody looking at you now like, dang, you sure have changed. Well, that's you went from a rebellious child to a child that actually listen now. You still that same child, but now you're actually listening. It was always in you. Those of us that came into the truth, it's always been in us. Those of us that come and stay, it was always in us. Those that come and leave, it was always in them to leave. It was always in them to not be in the truth. That's why Judas was never in the truth, even though he followed Christ at one point. He came and left. So in John talk about that. What you had, Yabakun, you had something you want to say? No sweat, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Damn right. Give him a hand. That's damn right. That's your family members. You know what I'm saying? That's your family members. Those your partners. Those everybody that don't want to, that say you're in a cult, that's them. They're not true friends. A true friend would want to see progression. A true friend see you happy, see you found the truth, and want to tell them about the truth. You know it's good when you try to spread it. Black people, listen, I'm going to keep it real. We really selfish. I don't like to share my food. Anything that's good to me, I really don't like. Let's keep it real. We in the home of the truth, right? We really don't like to share things that's good to us. But the truth is so good that we want to share it. That's the first thing you do when you find out about you as an Israelite, right? You want to tell people, man, did you know? Have you read, look at this script, and you read this in the Bible. I remember going to Sunday school. I didn't know this was here. Man, we the chosen people of the Lord. We black people are the real Jews. Christ was a black man. I can show you. You be quick. That's the first thing you want to do. I can prove it to you. I can show you. It's right there in Revelation. I promise you I can show you. 1:13. It's right there. That's the first thing you want to do is tell people, but tell your people that you love about it. Because it's such good news. That's why they call it good news, right? It's like that's why Christians, this is the good news. Because when you really find out the truth and you really understand that you are those chosen people of the Lord, you're going to want to tell all the other black, Hispanic, and Native Americans so that they can understand like you understand and feel good like you feel good. But then when you don't get that response, even that response that you get from them, that, you in a cult, that can bring out a demon. Because now you listen to them. Dang, you know what? I am just doing whatever. I'm just doing whatever they tell me to do. And I'm just, I'm just paying my tithes and I'm giving my money to them. You know what? They right. I probably am in a cult. And boom, now you got the demon on you. Just that easy. That's why, also, if you're not strong enough, you shouldn't really be hanging out with people that's not in the truth like that. Not saying you can't visit family and, hey, I love you, mama, how you doing, everything good? She get to talking that Christianity, and she ain't listening to you. All right, mama, hey, I love you. Give me a hug, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we talk tomorrow. You got to get up out of that thing. Because I'm telling you, she'll throw in that gospel music. You know what I'm saying? That gospel music will put you be like, man, you hear that, he is able. And then you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you in there doing this. You swaying back and forth. You doing got raising your hands and you didn't got in the trance. You understand? Like you got to get the hell up out of there before that demon come. You understand? Recognizing the openings, getting caught off guard. This the whole the whole thing. So putting the former being in control, like putting off that former person who you was, not being susceptible to the things that you used to do. That's the first step. That'll help build up your immunity. When I say build up your immunity, think of a demon like a disease or like a flu or the coronavirus. You want to build up your immunity system, your immune system, so that you combat it. You can fight it off. And you'll fight it off without even recognizing that you ever had it. It'll be like an automatic reaction, like your immune system. Your immune system, you get a cold, sometimes you get the antibodies of the cold. I don't know if I'm saying this right because I'm not a scientist, but y'all understand, right? You'll have it in your system, but you won't feel any type of symptoms because your body is fighting it off that good. You can still be contagious to those who don't have a strong immune system, but your immune system's so strong that you wouldn't even know you had it. That's how you need to be fighting demons. You need to be fighting the demon. It should be automatic. You didn't even know you had a demon. You'd be like, boom, like, dang, what happened to something didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I shook that up. You know what I'm saying? You bounce back. You good. You in class. That's how you should be fighting demons off. You understand? Go ahead, read that next verse.
And verse 24. And that ye put on the new man.
You put on the what?
The new man.
The new man. Go ahead.
Which after God is created in righteousness.
Is created in what?
In righteousness.
You coming to the truth. That new man, you created in righteousness. Because you've been baptized. So now this new creature that you've become have been created in righteousness. Because now from this point on, all you know is righteousness, laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? How to deal with things lawfully. How to deal with things according to how the Lord wants you to deal with them. The new man is created upon righteousness, man. Is some more on that?
And true holiness.
And true holiness, meaning you truly separating yourself from the rest of the bunch. You truly standing out to the Most High. The Lord is a holy, he's a holy God. So, and we are his children, so that we should be a holy people unto him. You understand? So he don't love everybody. He love us. So we should love him and not everybody. You understand? Keep going. Salakia, drop down to 26. This is important.
Ephesians 4:26. Be ye angry and sin not.
What does that mean? Be ye angry and sin not. Is it telling you to just be angry? No, it's not. What is it saying? Raise your hand now. Go ahead.
It's saying that you should be angry at the fact that you shouldn't, that they want you to sin, that you shouldn't be angry.
Go ahead.
I believe it means to be concerned about the condition, but don't fall into the condition.
Okay, in this particular, scriptures are manifold, right? So it has many different meanings. In this particular context, in context of the subject at hand, it's talking about it's gonna be times that's gonna be hard for you. It's gonna be times that's gonna try you. You're gonna get angry. You'll be, like that's another time. Like you gotta understand. Remember, we talking about being vulnerable. When you're angry, you're vulnerable. When you mad, a demon can jump on you like that. Yeah, you gonna let them talk to you like that? You gonna let him check you like that, man? Man, how you gonna let him check you like that? Now you got that demon on you, or our ribs. You get to telling her, Man, what the hell you got on, girl? Put some, cover your body. No, you ain't going out there like that. Go put some clothes on. And now she mad. So now a demon jumping on her. You gonna let him talk to you like that, girl? You gonna that's what the demon in her ear saying. You gonna let him talk to you like that? You know what? He don't deserve you. You go get a new man. You get any man you want. Now she want to go out and be a whore. Now she want to go to the club this Saturday with her homegirls. She gonna be, next thing you know, you're gonna be seeing an Instagram post with your wife in it, all up on the next man, giving him a roll up. That's that demon that was on her. That caused her to be a whore. You understand? It says be angry and sin not. It's not telling you to go be angry. It's saying you're gonna be. It's gonna be times where, you're gonna get tried, but don't sin. Don't go against the Most High because of your anger. Don't be foolish in your anger. That's what it's saying. Does that make sense? Don't let that demon. Don't succumb to that demon because you're angry. Be wise. Move. The scriptures say, "Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove." Go ahead.
Exactly. So in other words, don't let your anger be a scapegoat to sin.
Damn right. Exactly. Don't. There's no excuses. Ain't no excuses. All right. Go. Keep reading.
Verse 27.
No, we still on 26. It says, "Be ye angry and sin not."
Be ye angry and sin not. Right. Verse 26. Be ye angry and sin not.
Mm-hmm.
Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
Let not what?
The sun go down upon your wrath.
Stop holding grudges. For one, for men to hold grudges, that is definitely a feminine trait. That's not something that men should do. Holding grudges. I feel some type of way. Don't that sound do that sound feminine to you or not? Yeah, I'm feeling some type of way. Like you holding a grudge against your brother because, he may have said something. You know what? You should never hold a grudge because we have protocol in place. We have Matthew 18 and 15. So you shouldn't hold the grudge because if you got a problem right then, be a man and solve it right then. Go to that brother right then. Don't wait. Don't hold off. Go to him right then. And if any brother talk to me and ask me about this particular subject, y'all know my response is the same. Y'all, you need to go talk to that brother. Go talk to him. I ain't listen. Go talk to that brother. Do it now. Soon as you get out the phone, go ahead and call. Matter of fact, I'm finna go and call him right now. Don't tarry with that because what's gonna happen is you build up animosity. And that built up animosity, that's that demon. And that demon can cause you to do some stuff that it's just horrible. You know what I mean? It's just stay away from it. Don't do it. Kill that demon right then. Don't allow that demon to, attack you while you're vulnerable because you're mad. Be angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Don't wait to go to get it in check. Don't wait to go to your brother. Don't wait to, check that demon. Don't let that demon dwell. Because that demon, that demon that starts off small is going to turn out to be a huge problem for you. Does that make any sense? All right. Give me Romans 12 and 21. So don't allow things and as you grow in the truth, you'll understand more and more the things that make you vulnerable. It's kind of like with anything else, triggers and anything. You have to learn, okay, I know, this bothers me, so I gotta to combat we've had this class. I've been teaching this class for a little while now. So we should know and understand what does it mean when you what does it mean when what does a demon want? What does a demon want to do? Go ahead.
Like, sir, a demon wants to take you out.
Take you out, but just give it to me like just give me straight to the point. Like I want it to be plain. Don't sugarcoat it.
A demon wants to kill you.
To give him a hand. Give him a hand. Damn right. A demon wants to kill you. That's what a demon wants. Straight up and down. A demon just wants to kill you. Wants you dead. So it's going to do whatever it can to achieve that ultimately. You understand? Even the smallest demon, a depression demon, what it want? It wants you to kill yourself. It wants you dead. It don't want you living when you should want to live. Figuratively and physically. Like metaphorically and, you understand what I'm saying? Like in every aspect, you should want to live. Right. That demon wants you dead, though. Don't succumb to that demon. Go ahead. Is that it on that? Oh, Salaki, read Romans 12 and 21.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Be not overcome of evil.
You see that? Be not overcome of evil. Don't let that demon, don't give it no openings. You need to have that Floyd Mayweather defense. You want to make that demon frustrated. Bob and weave, man. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Move your head. Don't just stand still. You a coward if you just let a demon just have their way with you. Stop being scary. Stop being a coward. Fight that demon. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be afraid. You a coward when you allow a demon to just, and that go for brothers and sisters. You a damn coward if you just let a demon you let it happen. And you be knowing it's happening. You just let it happen. You know what? I don't even care. That's a coward. Fight that demon. Bob and weave, man. Be not overcome with evil. Go ahead.
But overcome evil with good.
You see that? That's step 2 on fighting the demon. Not avoiding the demon, and just avoiding the demon, period. So you have to understand that when you're vulnerable, the demon's going to attack. But how to avoid that is read that last part again. But overcome. I want you, okay, go ahead.
But overcome evil with good.
So how do you avoid the demon? Read it one more time.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 21. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good.
Just read the last part. But overcome.
But overcome evil with good.
Okay, so how do you avoid the demon? He just read it. Read it. Read the last part one more time.
Overcome evil with good.
How do you avoid the demon? Go ahead. Keeping the law, statutes, commandments is the bare minimum. Give me some more. Keeping the law, statutes, commandments.
And fight the demon.
But by doing what?
By doing good.
By doing good. But okay, give me some things that you can do. Give me some, like, because right now we're talking to people and we're talking to the nation right now, and the nation needs help learning how to combat, just like a drug addiction. You can't just tell somebody, hey, stop doing drugs. That's how you avoid the drugs. Just don't do it. You have to give them tools that they can use to be able to combat this. So what can you do that's good that will help you avoid the demon? Go ahead.
By being a good example.
Okay. Well, how do you learn to even be a good example? Anybody can give it a shot. Go ahead, Yabakan. Putting your best foot forward. Give me some examples though. Like give me real life examples. Like right now.
I was going to say, sir, if I could,
Go ahead.
the demon is trying to,
Give me some examples of how you can put your best foot forward. I'm trying not to give y'all the answer. I want y'all to answer it.
if there's something to do, and it's gonna, there's something to do, and you know you got to do it, and get up and do it.
Like what? Just bring me home. Hold on. Let me see if that, because I know he getting there. He getting there, Shapar. He right there. I want the young men to answer this question because it's very pivotal. It's very essential. I know it's you right there. Like if you need to do something, do it, right? But, huh? Who? Give him a hand. Dude, put in some work. You understand? Keep yourself busy. Cause that's one thing. Do some work. Follow. Ask for work. Ask the men and buddies. Like I said, is there anything you need me to do? You need the school clean. Stay busy. You understand? This goes for men and women, brothers and sisters, right? So put in work physically, like ask for stuff to do. What else? Any one of y'all can answer. Let me see if I got any answers online. Y'all got some answers online. Y'all go ahead and type it in too. But I want the specific act. So, keeping yourself busy in the work of the Lord. That's one thing. Hold on. We already said follow the laws and commandments. That was the first thing. Keeping yourself busy in the work of the Lord. That's two. Give me something else. What you doing right now? I really don't want to give you the answer. I'm trying not to give you the answer. Go ahead. Come into class. Come to class, whether it be physically or online. It's better, obviously, to come physically because what is it doing? It's taking you from wherever you at, and now you sitting here. Are you going to sit right here in front of me? So the more you're in class, the less you're going to even think about sinning. The more you're doing the work of the Lord, the less you're going to even think about sinning. That's how you avoid the demon. Go ahead.
Always stay busy in building yourself up to do the work of the Lord and doing good.
Damn right. That's why when new students come into the school, that's why they wear all black, because it's a spiritual thing. You're shedding yourself of the former man, the old man. You're shedding yourself. So what you want to do as a young man coming into school, you want to stay busy, stay working. I don't give a damn if it's cleaning the toilet. I don't give a damn if it's sweeping. All the men above you have done it. We've all done it, and we still do it. We're not above no work. But it's essential for the young men to do it so that they can understand that I need to be shedding myself. You see what I'm saying? It's more spiritual than anything. You may look at it like, oh, I got another order to do. You know what I mean? But really, you getting that order is keeping you from dying. You understand? Following the order is the difference between life and death. Coming to class keeps you away from all of that. Doing the work keeps you away from, potentially sinning. It strengthens you so you won't be vulnerable. So avoiding the demon is one thing is to be not vulnerable. Building up your immune system from a demon. Stay busy, man. If you can slave for the white man, you definitely can slave tenfold for the truth. Think about how hard you go for the white man. Think about how hard you go at your slavery. You go hard for that check. You know what I'm saying? That $14 check or less. You know what I'm saying? I think it's safe to say most of us make less than $14 or $14 or less. Most of us. I'm pretty sure there are some of us that make more, obviously, but for the majority of us, we make less than $14, right? But you going hard for that little 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, even $9, $8. You going hard for it. You need that. You look at it like you need that. Why? I got to pay my bills. Well, guess what? You need this truth more than that. Right. I need my life. I want my kids to be good. I want to be I want that crown. I want to make it to the kingdom. I want to inherit the first fruits. I don't want to be, come later on. I want to be able to experience it off the rip. I want to be on them chariots. To hell with this life. To hell with this society, the white man. You know what I'm saying? This current hell that we live in, to hell with that. I want the kingdom, and I want to live good in the kingdom. I don't want to be the least. I mean, goddamn, I'm the least here. I don't give a damn how much money you got. If you black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you are the least in this kingdom. So why in the hell would you want to be the least in the Lord's in your kingdom? You understand? Right now, this is the white man's kingdom. We the least. Why you want to be least in your kingdom? You don't want that. I don't want that. So that's why I go hard for the truth. That's how you avoid the demons. Go hard for the truth. Work. Build up your immune system. Build up your immunity to the demon. You understand? Any questions? We're gonna do a part 2 on this. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Anybody have any questions on that matter? Let me check online. Do you have any questions on how to avoid the demons, or any question pertaining to demons? Before I get up out of here, let me give y'all a couple minutes to type in your questions. Give y'all give Makodash a hand. Y'all give Makodash a hand. She said get counsel. That's another thing you can do to assure yourself immunity from a demon. Go in and get counsel. And if you're a wife and you got a husband and you mad at your husband, guess who you got to get counsel from in order to combat that demon? Your husband. Go to the person you mad at. Go to that man and get counsel from that man. You know what I'm saying? If he in the truth, of course. If he in the ISUPK and the Commander General Hunter, go get counsel from that man. That man is a man of the Lord. Because guess what? He's getting counsel from men of the Lord in the ISUPK. But if you have a husband in the world and, you know, it's a tricky situation for you. You're supposed to listen to that man, respect that man. But if you in the school, you definitely need to call your camp leader. All right? So with that, it's especially, okay, so if you got a husband in the world, respect that man and do what he say, unless it's telling you to go against the law, statutes, and commandments, or unless it's telling you to go against the protocol of the ISUPK. If it's not going against that, listen to that man and do what you're told. You understand? Show him that you are reformed to the point where you shine your light on him, it's gonna make him want to come into the truth. He like, dang man, she cooking this mean breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, I don't hear no nagging when I come home. She's been a help me. Like, that's the type of, you know, and vice versa. If you got a woman in the world, you want to shine your light to that woman and show her that you're such a good man and you learn from the ISUPK. And that way, she'll be like, you know what, that school couldn't be so bad because, you know what, you're a great man, you're a great father, you're a great husband. Like, they teaching you right. I remember how you used to be. You used to be knocking me upside my head. So, like, that is not funny. But, you know, everybody know in relationships, things could go left quick. You could be in there fighting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all, listen, I'm going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You know, I done got hit upside the head with a damn cordless phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, it happens. In a relationship, that's the woman you chose. You got to deal with it. You know? Sometimes some brothers may get a woman like Jocelyn off of what's that, Level Hip Hop, where they just total savages, just total animals. You know what I'm saying? And you got to deal with it because that's the woman you decided to marry. But guess what? When you become a better person, the relationship improves. That goes for both, vice versa. So if your husband, the scriptures, I'm paraphrasing, but it says a portion of a wicked woman is given to a wicked man, or vice versa. I'm paraphrasing it. It's something like that. Y'all understand? Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So you can't complain about that man or that woman. You can't complain about. I mean, that brother, you can't complain about that woman, and the sister, you can't complain about that man because if they are wicked, it's a portion to your wickedness. So guess what? How do you change that? You become righteous. You become so righteous to that point where that person starts to lose their wickedness. And they start to put off the former self. And they become a new creature in Christ. And they get in the ISUPK and the Commander General Honor like you did. All right? All right, so Most High in Christ, that was a good answer, Michael Dash. Let me check on Facebook one more time, see if there was any questions pertaining to demons. If not, we're going to get up out of this thing. All right, I don't see no questions. All right, with that, oh, you had something? Go ahead.
Slack, sir. If I may, like, is it a demon, like, for example, like on your
Hey,
slavery?
Salaki, I think the microphone might be off. Go ahead.
Slack, sir. If I may, like, is it a demon, like, for, like, let's say you at the slave and there's certain folks that you don't deal with, like you just go there and say good morning and goodbye, and like You know, if they say something to you, you just straight up, you know, just whatever they ask you, you just give them the answer. That like there's no small talk. That's straight to the point. Is it wrong to be like that towards them when you know like they probably are, for example, tail bearers?
No, let me. What? Okay, are you? Is this a general question or this is specifically to your situation?
Well, kind of
both.
both.
Okay,
Yes,
let me
sir.
ask you this: what type of, if you don't mind, if you don't want to answer, you don't have to. You don't have to let everybody know. But I wanted to kind of know what kind of profession you in. Like, what type of work do you do?
I work at a warehouse.
Okay, so you do warehouse, like physical manual labor.
Right.
Okay, so your job, and are you like in a supervisor position? So you just, you go there to move. I'm just, this in general. You go there to move boxes and get, get the hell up out of there.
Right.
Okay, so you're not in the job of a supervisor where you have to. Hey, y'all calm down. You not in a job to where they all right. They too wild. You not at a slavery to where, you have to. I don't want to say like you don't have to be cordial. You're not in a situation where you have to, like you have to have small talk with them, like you're not like if you was a supervisor, then you would have to occasionally have small talk with them and be cordial with them and see where they at, talk to them, ask them what's going on, answer questions, vice versa. You understand what I'm saying? You would have to have conversation with them more than just, hey, how you doing? And hey, all right, take care. You'd have to have more than that if you were in that position. But you're not in that position. So a person like you wouldn't have to do that. If it's somebody that that's, a talebearer or they just on some, worldly stuff and you don't want to be bothered with that, then high and by is all you need. You actually are not obligated to that. But obviously, if they Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, then you should have patience with Israel. Be patient with your brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Because we all come from a point where we was doing wickedness. You know what I mean? So never forget that. Don't come into the truth and forget that I was once a wicked bastard. You understand what I'm saying? So you have more patience and we have more mercy on each other. You understand what I'm saying? So have mercy on them, but you don't have to deal with them. It's not a sin. Go ahead. And that's not a demon on you just because you want to avoid having, any type of interaction that could cause a problem. I think it might have cut off again. It might be going dead. Does it tell you how much juice it got?
Just like my last question, what would be a good example in, having mercy on them in that particular situation?
Well, okay. If this is okay, so I'm gonna give you a general answer, right? Let's say that this person that you're trying to avoid has done something wrong to you, or you feel like they've done something wrong, like they talk behind your back or lied on you, or you just have a grievance with them. What does the Bible tell you to do? So, like, just understand that the scriptures are not just exclusive to those of us that's in the truth. Right. This is Israel's Bible. So these laws, statutes, and commandments and instructions are for Israel in general. So just because this person is in the world doesn't mean Matthew 18 and 15 doesn't apply. So if they wronged you, if they've offended you, if they've done something that make you feel offended, what does the Bible tell you to do? If it's going out, you don't have to worry about it. That battery, you might have to just get the other one, but it's too wild.
It says to go to them and try to straighten things out.
Go to him and him alone. Go to them and them alone, and try to straighten it out. That's what having mercy is. You talk to them like, first of all, you coming into the truth. You're more righteous than them. You're more knowledgeable about the scriptures than them. Even though you may be a young man, you still have more knowledge than they do, because they haven't even made the step to be in class. So you have one up on them. The scriptures say, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. So having that patience is mercy. Talking to them like, look, bro, look, at the end of the day, I got love for my people. I got love for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. I'm all for brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, a situation happened where, it kind of offended me. I don't want no problems with you. I'm not bringing this to you to start no fight. You understand? Like, I don't feel like, this ain't no situation where I'm trying to make it, blow into something huge. I'm just coming to you, letting you know, look, this is how we handle things. Like I was taught that, like in the script, you don't even have to bring up the Bible, but you could say that, isn't my, this is how I am as a person. I want to come and get this straight between me and you because I don't want no problems. You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't have to be buddy, but I don't want to have no grievance with you either. So how can we, this is what you did to me. You stepped on my shoe, bro. And I told you stepped on my shoe, and you just said, F me. And I took that offensive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no problems with you, but you ain't have to do that, man. You stepped on my shoe. It's not a big deal, but, when I brought it to you, you was just like, F me. So now I got a problem, and I don't want to be in this workspace with this grievance with you. So I'm trying to get to a point where we can be cool, bro, because I love my Black, Hispanic, and Native brothers. You see what I'm saying? And if they hear you, then you've gained a brother. That's what the scriptures say. Right. Now, if they don't hear you, then, of course, you can call Cap. Call Cap, so like it, sir, this situation happened. I went to that brother. What should be my next step? You see what I'm saying? And go from there. But that's having mercy on them. Having mercy on them is not slapping the shit out of them. Excuse my language. That's having mercy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not every situation is that extreme. I'm just giving you an example of, how you may want to take, you have something on your mind and you want to take it there. You don't have to do that because that's, having mercy is not doing that. Be a brother to that brother because obviously they don't understand like you do. That's having mercy. So try to approach of, gaining that brother first. You can't gain them, then just keep avoiding them. And even if you gain them, you still don't have to just be cordial, but you never know. You may gain that brother, and that brother may come to class. Now Israel has gained another soldier. You understand? Right. Is that good? Is that 12 on you? So think like that. The more you grow in this truth, you'll understand and capitalize on situations like that. Where I used to, look, in the world, I was one deep. That was my favorite phrase. Well, I'm one deep. I used to walk around mugging. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking around, I'm not friendly. Well, I wasn't friendly. Well, I'm still not friendly per se, but I'm more brotherly. You know what I mean? But in the world, listen, I'm looking at you, what's up, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to gain no brothers. I'm, in fact, looking for opportunity to, like, you got a problem? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I was that type. So, in this truth, I had to adjust. Brother speak to me, like, whereas I ain't speak back. Do like, hey, how you doing? All right, bro, what's up? You know what I mean? I wasn't even, it was like, you know what I mean? Why you talking to me? Like, it was like that. But now, in the truth, I'm like, hey, brother, how you doing? Hey, what's going on, brother? You all right today? No sweat. All right, no sweat. And if they want to converse, guess where you think that conversation going to end up? I'm going to be pulling out scriptures on my phone. Hey, man, look, you seen this before? Hey, you chose it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start going into, Officer Habernaut mode. I'm going to start teaching. And that goes to show you about being who you are everywhere you go. When you shed yourself and be that new creature, be that person everywhere you go. That's how you avoid the demon. But if you revert back to, to Josh, you know what I mean? Like, you go back to Josh was, then you're going to forever have a problem with that brother. Whereas you could have gained that brother. You know what I'm saying? And not to use your name, slave name, that name, young man. But you understand what I mean, right? Don't go back to that, man. Be the young man, future trooper, future officer, you know what I'm saying? And future, and maybe higher rank, whatever. But be that person. You understand what I mean? All right. Anybody else got any questions on demons or this topic? Everybody good? All right, with that, Ron, you feel like doing it? With that, I'm going to pass the class to Officer Ron for the security announcements. We might need that other microphone, or you want to probably could take this one. I think that one going out. Is that the new one? Okay, Most High in Christ. Y'all give Officer Ram a hand, man. Mighty man holding it down for me. You know, before we actually conclude, listen, the Passover's coming up. Listen, it is going to be glorious. As you know what I'm saying, brothers like myself, you know, we have certain offices. I'm over the garment department, t-shirt department, merchandise department. So, you know, I've been having a lot on my plate. Officer Rum, I want to big up Officer Rum. He's been holding it down like he should. But he's been holding it down, you know what I'm saying, teaching a wonderful law class. You know, Wednesdays when I'm not available, that brother is a solid warrior in his truth, a solid priest, you know what I'm saying, an officer in his truth. And I just wanted to big up him on that. You know, the Passover is coming up, and an excellent cook. You know what I'm saying? We can't, you know, I would be, you know, beside myself if I just forgot to mention that. You understand? The way the brother cooks is amazing. And speaking of that, you know, that lamb, I don't even want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Mouth been, you know, I don't even want to talk about it. We ain't gonna even talk about it. All right. But it is gonna be a glorious event. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and come through. Remember, it's $200 per adult. That's 17 and older. $200 per adult. Also, if you're a sister, a single sister, and you want a corsage for the Passover, you cannot order the corsages at the door. They must be pre-ordered. You must, you gotta cash app $ ISUPK 50-second corsages. Let me make sure that's correct. Hold on, give me a second. Let me make sure I got this correct. $ ISUPK 52ND corsages. CORSAGES. Again, that's $ ISUPK 50-second corsages. You cash app is $10 per corsage. So if you're a single sister, obviously you'll send that $10. You'll put your name, your camp leader, your phone number if applicable. You don't have to. If it can fit, you put it. If not, no sweat. Whatever zone you're from, and if you're married or unmarried. Brothers, if you want corsages for your ribs, send your money. If you have more than one, send 10 plus however many ribs you got. So if you got 3 ribs, send 30. Put your name, you know, your camp leader, your phone number, your zone, and if they're married or not, you still put that there. So that determines what color corsages you get. White is for single sisters, red is for married. Send that now. Do that now because you can't do it at the door. I repeat, pre-order those now because you cannot get it at the Passover. All right. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and pass the class to Officer Ron for the security announcements. Yeah, you can. Yeah, just do the whole base. Be careful with it.
We are the ISUPK, started out on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, out of the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, Mayasharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the Passover, which is the 14th day of the first month, which is Saturday, April 24th, 2021. Out of the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 1 through 51, Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 4 through 5, 1 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 7 through 8, and 2 Chronicles, chapter 30, verse 17. Also, following the Passover is the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which is the 15th day of the first month for 7 days, which is Sunday, April 25th, until Sunday, May 2nd, 2021, at sundown. Out of the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 17 through 20, and Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 6 through 8. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And those are the security announcements. We got one more announcement. Brothers and sisters, Google search the school and request directions prior to departure to the school. Once arrived, click the website button and also call the Google number. If you have pictures, you can upload them there. And that concludes all announcements.
All right, Most High in Christ. With that, we're going to go ahead and give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Mighty Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah, Yazamatah, Sar. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Mighty Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemal Lataba Hashem Yahushua. Yazamatah, dismiss. Don't sound crazy.
Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah. Yahweh Shemal Ladon Hashem Yahushua to the sisters. I'm President Captain Yatazak with the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, telling you to come out to the 52nd annual Passover under Commanding General Yohana. Yeah, man, it's going to be at the ranch, man, the BH Ranch. And it's going to be a glorious event. April 24th, come out, come to Houston, Texas, where we're going to serve the Lord the way he's supposed to be served. You understand? We're going to celebrate the destruction of our enemy in the BH Ranch, and it's going to be a glorious event. Make sure you come out, man. It's going to be a $200 fee to get in, but let me tell you something. You're going to enjoy yourself. This is going to be the best event you've ever been to in your life. So I'm going to tell you, man, 1414 9 Player Street, come out, man, and enjoy the brotherhood and sisterhood under Christ. With that, shalom.
Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Lataba Hashem Yahushua. What's going on, Israel's Priest and Officer 5,000 Tazadah out here in Houston, Texas. On April 22nd, you understand, it's the annual slaughter of the lambs. You understand, it's going to be a righteous event. You understand, we're going to do something that's righteous and holy unto the Lord, something that's biblical. Out here at Hamazah Farm, you understand, 9022 Puritan Way, Rocheron, Texas. You understand, brothers, sisters, you understand, bring your family out. You understand, it's going to be a righteous event. It's something we're going to do for the Lord. Shalom, Israel.